Hi, this is Madar Goldstein explaining my tech tool crush. So I'm using Padlet. Padlet is definitely my tech tool crush. I have a lot of Padlets, as you can see on my dashboard. They're great for every subject I have found. I literally use them in every subject, and I'm coaching teachers who make every single subject. So what it does, it is a board where you can create columns or you can post text, pictures, videos, or drawings in a random setting, or I really like this setting, which is called Shelf, which makes it much more organized for both the teacher and the student. And that is what it does. I love it for so many reasons. It is collaborative, it is organized, and it has many forms of differentiated instruction. For example, I'm sure you know how it works, but sorry, a bunch of these things are in my way. You can press the plus sign, and then you can either upload an image, post a link to a video. This is super cool. You can search the web for whatever image, video, GIF, audio, or feature you'd like. You can obviously post a picture of yourself or even a video and it works really well both on iPads and computers, sometimes even easier on iPads for kids. And then you press these three buttons and you can do all of these features, which I think are just fabulous. So I'll encourage a Padlet voice, especially for a language class, which I've talked about a lot, or for biblical text and Jewish studies for recording familiarity, things like that. Maps are fabulous. Also, a lot in Judaic studies, we look at ancient sites, certainly sites in ancient and modern Israel. So that's fantastic. It's so versatile. I feel like it can do everything. And in Judaic studies, we don't have a lot of world community open resources like other subjects have, like reading or math and science or Spanish. A lot of Judaic studies teachers are kind of on their own. So I find that creating Padlets is really a very versatile way to share, inspire information. So that kind of explains what it does and why I love it so much and why it is so powerful. I'm showing two examples with you. One is about Tu B'Shvat, which is a Jewish holiday which falls out in the winter. Judaism has its own calendar. We use a lunar calendar based on the waxing and waning of the moon. Plus, it also combines with, with the beginning of the moon is called the beginning of the month, and then it gets fuller, and then the end of the moon is the other side of this small sliver of a moon. So Tu B'Shvat falls out in the middle, and it's a holiday that celebrates trees, actually. It's considered the birthday of the trees. Sorry about the little lesson, but it does apply to this. So it's kind of become the Jewish Ecological Day or Jewish Earth Day. So this is a Padlet I made about Tu B'Shvat. Tu B'Shvat literally means the 16th day of the month of Shvat. Judaism has its own names of the month, which are actually based on Babylonian zoological symbols, but that's for another day. So there are lots of quotes in Judaism about Earth Day and ecology and things like that. So I posted here a bunch of quotes, and the student is supposed to choose one. I don't expect them to know. So they're supposed to choose one, and they can either quote their own or take one of these and why is it their favorite. Here I talked about different ecological symbols in ancient and modern Judaism and history, and they can share an animal or plant that they are familiar with or share a video. So here you can see I have 30 barn owl boxes built by teams. What would you want to show Adam in response to this midrash? A midrash is kind of like a story. So it's talking about how God showed Adam, the original Adam, around the Garden of Eden and said, look how beautiful this world is. I created it for you. Make sure you keep it that way. So what would you want to show Adam in the world we live in today if you could go back and show him? So you could share here a picture, a video, you could do a drawing, you could write text, you could record something. It's really very, very versatile, etc., etc. So these are different concepts that students can ask, and everything, each question here, there's really no right or wrong answer. They're deep thought questions, they're higher order thinking skill questions. So obviously I would put all of this in redefinition. To this, not one of them is a substitution, not modification, a tiny bit of augmentation, but to me it's all redefinition, the collaboration, the visuals, the media, the open-endedness of the question, and obviously the sharing and the ensuing discussion that you could do in class, to me is all really redefinition. This one is the concept in Judaism of not wasting. So that's what this concept is about. So that's one Padlet. Here's another one I made about skill building, again in reading, either Hebrew language or Jewish texts. You can hear I've asked the students to dramatize certain texts, and this was actually a PD session I did with English teachers also, so they are practicing their skill building and the pentameter, and any teacher can use it really for
Iambic
any
pentameter
subject.
in a midsummer night's dream, and in the wood where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, will want to.
So here, if you ask each student to do that, they all have to practice. You can use a specific text. Spanish teacher used it, so I just find Padlet so versatile. Like I said, any subject, and you can make them so creative and interesting. So that's my tech tool crush, and redefinition all the way.